Hey, hello. Welcome to the stream. Happy Saturday. I'm Jimmy, aka Braniff Sim Pilot. Happy 4th of July. Happy 250th anniversary to the great nation of the United States of America. And I'm glad that you're here today with us. We make a really cool flight. We're going to be flying from Milwaukee to Rapid City with a pass over Mt Rushmore. Now, I don't know whether we can see Mt Rushmore or if we'll be able to see it or not, but we're going to try. We're at least going to make the pass over it. So let's turn this music down a little bit there. I'll get my webcam on. All right, here we are. Got a couple of members of the airline here with me today. Let me go to this view here. Over here we have the Sarge, Jim. And over there, the VP of Braniff Virtual, Graham. Over there. So I believe that's all we got going with us today. My webcam is awfully blurry. That didn't work out at all, did it? That didn't work out at all. Okay. That's better. You don't need to see me anyway. That's better. Okay, all right, let's get going. I got to get off on time today because I have a 4th of July swimming pool party that I'm going to be an hour late getting to because of this flight today, but I'll be getting there just when the margaritas are flowing, so that'll be just fine. So let's get in the plane. Let's do something real quick. Let's get our A cars going. And most things are filled out, except we do have to finish this up. We'll get this data from the OFP. See, our alternate is KGCC. We're going to 38. Flight level 380. Or 38,000 feet. We got 174 passengers today. I'm in the PMDG 738. I was going to fly the iFly Max today in the 1776 livery. However, after the update yesterday, the EFB is not talking to the FMC, or FMC is not talking to the EFB, and I've been told, or I read anyway, that it's something to do with Windows Defender. So I didn't have time to fool with that. So our cargo in kg, so our it's 9,600 pounds. So let's do this. $9,600. It's 43.54. So let's pop that in there. 43.54. 43.54. And our route again from the OFP. I just copy and paste it. And didn't put all of it in there. There we go. That's looking better. Start the flight. Just a warning telling you to put fuel in the plane. Which is a good idea. This is a good idea. I'm pretty much set up and ready to go. We need to start the APU. I'm using the Rosefire overhead panel today. Let's get the fuel on. Let's get the yaw damper on. Let's get the windshield heats on. Let's get the trim air on. Let's start the APU. And while we're here, I'll give you a different view. We'll set 38 in the cabin pressure, not 37, Jimmy. 38, not 39, 38. And let's see, what's the altitude? Of Rapid City, it's at 3204. Let's throw it up there. 10, 20, 31, 32. That's looking good. APU's coming
Radio
up.
check.
Gotcha, loud and clear. While we wait for the APU to come up, there it comes. We'll get on the APU gens. You hear the breakers switch over. I'm going to put the recirc fans on auto. We're going to put we're going to open the isolation valve. And then we're going to turn the APU blade, turn some AC on. That's all looking good. Get our hydraulics on, seat belts on, our lights are on. Will be ignition left today. Okay, let's get our parking brakes on. Clear that master caution. Parking brake is on. And let's get rid of those chocks and that ground power. Ground operations. If you remove the chalk, it'll take away the ground.
Morning, lads.
Hey, what's going on?
Not a heck of a lot. So who's actually in what colours? I've got the Braniff billboard.
So I'm in the Southwest Liberty, and okay. You're showing up as Delta, and the Sarge is showing up as Sun Country for me.
Yeah, I'm still in Sarge as Sun Country, and you as Ryanair.
I'm in Sun Country, and I got both of you as PMDG.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, that's interesting.
Indeed it is.
Auto matching in multiplayer, Microsoft.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. As long as we look like, at least we're all looking like 737s. I suppose that's the start.
Yeah, that's better than what we've had in the past. Indeed. How far are y'all from being ready to push back?
I'm ready.
I'm pretty much ready to start. Yeah.
Okay, good. Let's go. The reason I say that is I've got a pool party that I got to go to right after the stream.
Tell someone who cares.
I can hear you right now. There's margaritas and hot dogs over there, man.
Oh dear. Never mind.
All right, so we're pushing nose left. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, you guys go. I got plenty of room to muck around with up here.
Push it.
Roger. Let's get our anti-collision lights on. There's the Sarge pushing. We are on time. Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback. She sounds irritated. Should be just a little longer flight than we normally do. I was reaching out to the, or I was trying to reach out to Mt Rushmore for today's flight, so it's a little longer, probably be around 2 hours. I'm running about an 80, or my cost index is I'm running about 80. I think there as quick as I can. Like I say, I got to meet some folks over at the pool here in a little while. See where there's the Sarge right there, looking good. Looking good. I'm wearing my party shirt today instead of my Braniff Sim Pilot t-shirt. Got to hold tight there. GSX got to hold tight. Traffic. I really like the new GSX interface. It's a lot nicer to look at than the old one was. Hearing some strange things there in the background. I'm not sure what that is. What is that? Flight attendants, prepare for pushback. I don't know what that is. As I'm looking here.
Copy. Captain. Cabin is secure and crew are taking seats now.
Nose left. Parking brakes are released. Okay. All right. Let's see. Well, I got some of those keys I need to get rid of. Oh, I need armed emergency light. And we'll get our packs off and move ground.
Cabin attendants, arm doors, and cross-check. Welcome aboard Flight 941 to Rapid City Regional Airport. Our estimated flight time is 1 hour and 55 minutes.
20%
Please
into
pay close
there.
attention to the upcoming safety demonstration, as it contains important information even for
And we have
flyers.
that. So
fasten your seatbelts by inserting the metal tip into the buckle and pulling the strap tight. The seatbelt must be fastened whenever the seatbelt sign is illuminated. Please return your seat backs and tray tables to the upright position and open your window blinds for takeoff. Mobile phones and electronic devices must be set to flight mode, and laptops must be securely stowed during takeoff and landing.
Center tank.
Smoking,
So let's turn
including
center
e-cigarettes,
on.
is prohibited anywhere on board, including the lavatories. Oxygen masks will drop automatically if needed. Pull the mask firmly, place it over your nose and mouth,
Got a good
and
start
breathe
there.
normally. Remember to secure your
Round
own mask
one.
before assisting others. Life vests are located under your seat.
And
Put it on and inflate it
parking
only after
brakes are
leaving the
set.
aircraft. Floor level lighting will guide you to the nearest exit.
Again, we're waiting
which
on,
may be behind you. In case of
20%
evacuation,
into rotation.
leave all personal
We have
belongings
it, so we can
behind and follow all
put some
crew
fuel to
instructions
it.
immediately. If any electronic device becomes hot or catches fire, please inform a crew member immediately. The safety information card contains all details. Thank you for your
Flaps 5
attention.
action. Flaps 5. Okay, there goes our ignition cut off. We'll put them on continuous and we'll get the engine buses on. We'll get the packs on. We'll get the isolation valve in auto. We'll get the APU bleed off. And then we'll turn the APU off and we'll get our probe heats on. Let's see if yaw dampers on. We can go ahead and get our taxi light on. Everything looks like it's set to be. Thank you. I should turn the waited to turn the taxi lights all on until after she walked away. But I didn't do that. Right, let's roll. We can go ahead and perk her traffic on the display there. I usually have airports with terrain on. Not any terrain to speak of, I don't think.
Nicely timed, Jimmy. I was just about to give you a toot.
All right. Not doing a great job of taxiing there, but go down here to Alpha, which is right here. Right here. Should be able to see the stars up there. There he is up there. Got our altimeter set to 999. Don't taxi too fast here. 24 knots. That's good. With flaps 5, we can go TARA. TARA is set. engine set, ignition set to continuous. We'll get up here and we'll hold short for 3 minutes after Sarge takes off for spacing, and then we'll blast off out of here and try to see if we get over there and see Mt Rushmore. Woohoo! Now I saw somebody yesterday flying the Utah, what is it, the latest update, Utah park scenery. They flew over the, what is that memorial up there with the Native American Indian. I've been there. It's really cool. Gosh, the name escapes me. But anyway, they flew over it, and it was just a black. The textures on it were just black. It was really disappointing. So I don't know if Mt Rushmore is going to be black or if it's going to actually have textures on it. I don't know if we're going to be able to see it, but we're going to fly over it. That's as long as I got the coordinates right. Now, I went and got the coordinates out of Google Maps and put them in this flight plan, and then shared this flight plan in SimBrief for everybody else so they would have it. And we will soon find out if I'm right or if I'm wrong. Let's see, is he gone? There he goes. So let's put our chrono on there. 30 minutes. Flaps are set. Just do a quick scan here. Quick scan here. We'll put you on Gen 1. Yaw dampers on. Window heat. Probe heat. Hydraulics are on. Packs are on. Trim air is on. Voice recorder. Doesn't let me turn that on. Everything's ready. Now my Rosefire doesn't have the old light bar. Let's see what happens if I switch it. Yeah, it. So I actually have to do it in here, right? Here, there. That's fine. We put the taxi light off. Now we're just waiting on 30 minutes just for our spacing. Bring this up. The green is weather. I should have that off. Here we sit. Here's me. Here's Graham. Here's the Sarge. He's taking off right there. We're just about 2 minutes. We've got about 1 more minute to wait. Let's see. Let's do a reset on our fuel flow. Test. Take off the big test. Looks good. We're flying a runway heading of 76. So let's line up.
Approaching runway 7, right.
Okay, not the greatest lineup ever. I'm trying to do too many things at once. And there's about 3 minutes, so that should be enough. So we'll turn our, let's make sure I'm good to stop in a different airplane. If you have the ETA, let's see. Oh wait, chrono.
7, right, remaining.
Chrono.
7,500 feet.
And the ET looks like it looks like it's running. So, okay, let's spool them up 50. Put some forward pressure on the yoke. Engines are sounding good. Instrumentation is looking good. Toga, we're actually doing a flex takeoff today. Airbus talk. A D-rated takeoff, that's what I should say for Boeing, right? D-rated takeoff. And we're on a runway heading here.
80 knots.
There's 80 knots. We can let the pressure off the yoke. Just stay on the center line. Don't do anything crazy, Jimmy. Stay on the center line.
V1. Rotate.
And rotate. Okay, let's just follow the flight directors. Gear up. Looking good. Looking good. Not a bad departure there. It's trimmed perfectly. I got my hands off the yoke. Wait on that decel. We can turn the auto brakes off. And we got to get the nose down. Trim the nose down a bit here. Trim the nose down a little more. Get our speed up. Start looking for flap retraction next. I'm just 2 fingers on the yoke. 2 fingers on the yoke. Flaps up. Speed check. We're flying a heading, so let's make it churn, and then we'll turn the autopilot on. We'll let the autopilot do its thing. Flaps are retracted. Speed's coming up nicely. We're making that left turn. A lot of boats, a lot of ships down there. Now, I do have seafront simulations. Is that the right seafront simulation? Shipping traffic, so that's what I like to have it look realistic. I know a lot of people say, oh, turn all that off. Now, fauna, you know, I have seen some fauna, but flying airliners, I normally just have that off. And if I go out doing some push flying, which I've been known to do, I'll turn that on. But I like them ships on when I'm flying over the water. I want to see them. I want to look as real as I can. Okay, so we're blasting off. We can go direct. Well, let's get our LNAV arm, and let's get our heading over onto an intercept point there. And our LNAV is arm. No, it's still not letting me arm it. That's okay, it will here in a minute. You see Graham down there on the runway. He's just doing the same thing that we did. He's giving me 3 minutes to get some spacing between us, so we're not on top of each other. Okay, so we're just about 10,000 feet. So we get our landing lights off, and like I said, my rose fire is made for the newer. So I have to go up here and help that out a little bit. That's okay. That's okay. And we can get our ignitions to off. And let's see, Southwest, they don't think they let you, I don't think they let you roam around the cabin till 18,000 anymore.
Dear guests, welcome aboard Flight Braniff
Now we got our hill
941
nav
to Rapid
engaged.
City Regional Airport. We're currently climbing.
We're flying to
and the use of approved
BAE.
electronic devices is now permitted in flight mode. Our cabin service will begin shortly, so please sit back,
I've got the
relax,
intercept
and enjoy
just
the
a
flight.
little before
Thank you for
BAE,
flying
and it's
with
going to
us.
make a right turn. It's probably not the most efficient thing to do, but I know that it'll get on the path there, on the LNAV path there.
Are you still doing the pool management, Jim?
I am still doing it, yeah.
So they had to throw in an extra hot dog chip.
I hope they did. Let's get our landing gear turned off. See our LNAV.
That's where you go down there in big cargo pockets so you can fill them up.
Yeah.
Groceries.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Big deep pockets, yeah. Let's see here. I'm going to turn.
Hey, let me know what you think about the new traffic, Jimmy, when you use it.
Yeah, I will, because I turned it on right after you told me about that.
I think it's an improvement.
Okay, cool.
The ground handling still leaves to be a little bit to be desired, but it's not too bad.
Yeah, I don't know how they manage that, really. That's our center fuel tank's out of fuel.
Well, I don't think they do either.
I had quite a bit of parked aircraft at that airport. Left. I thought I had all that AI stuff turned off.
Interesting. I didn't have any.
I would check what you've done after that update, mate. It's just as liable to have changed things. Because it certainly did with mine. I had traffic all over the place, parked shit all over the place, and it had changed something.
Nothing in the sky. Just
No, just on the ground.
Yeah.
It was the parked ones that had turned back on.
Yeah, sometimes when there's an update.
So I was looking at it, where the heck's all this come from?
Some of my settings
Update,
change.
better have a look.
You always should go and take a look at them just to see if they're still what you expect them to be.
Sure enough, there it was, turned back on.
Stream looked like it's doing good, so I seem to have fought my way through the dropped frames issue, at least for now. Now I'm streaming at 30 FPS. I wanted to stream at 60, but 60 was giving me some trouble, and I don't know, maybe time for me to think about running my OBS software on a second computer.
Surprised there's not more people flying around the place with that thing being online.
It's a holiday, man. Everybody's gone. Everybody's at the beat.
and
Yeah,
we're on
true, I suppose.
and we're on prestigious service.
Yeah, but so's the VATSIM guy. He must be on the Asian server. Oh, he may not be, eh? You never know with Volanta.
Yeah, no, they would be on they're just on the VATSIM server. So yeah, there's the approach on at Milwaukee. Yeah.
Yeah.
And really, across the U.S. anyway, in Canada, 1, 2, 3, there's 4 guys on. That kind of surprises me. Memphis Center's on. Boston Center's on. Denver Center's on. CZBR, that Vancouver Center probably.
They might be basement dwellers, mate.
Could be.
Down in Mum's basement.
Hey, I was
No, you're in your own basement, not your mum's.
true. Mom doesn't have one. Beautiful one story.
And there's, looks like 6 or 7 approach guys online also.
Might be a few new guys getting practice in because it'll be a light day.
Very well could be.
Won't get overwhelmed.
So we're talking about VATSIM, Boston Center, Memphis Center, Denver, Vancouver, and you got...
I don't know. Sometimes I expect to get on here and see a string of planes in a line. Some kind of holiday.
Approaches on Oklahoma, Memphis, and just where we just left, Milwaukee approaches on, Boston Center and Boston approaches on.
I'm sure that P2P
for being a holiday
has some events. I haven't done that in a while. That Pilot's Life.
Oh yeah, Pilot's Life. Okay.
Generates your routes and has little events like, hey, there was an earthquake, they will fly down here. If I turn that back on, it's still on my computer. If I turned it back on, I'd have to try out for an airline again because I haven't flown it so long. Fired by now.
Oh, okay.
I think you go 10 days, they boot you.
Right, I'm gonna step away here just for a second to adjust some things for my stream here.
Just make sure you bring us all back a hot dog.
All right, all right.
Yeah, I just want some chips or something. I haven't had any kind of chip snacks since January.
I'll be right back, folks.
Since my stroke thing.
Do it to you every time, eh?
Yeah, made me watch my diet. Really, the only chips I ate were cheese and Ritz crackers. I've still got them in the cupboard for when the grandkids come over. Got my vacuum on ready. Because them kids they'll crumble up. I only got one, like 12 by 12 carpet in my living room. Everything on the floors.
Yeah.
Man, they crumble up everything they touch.
It comes with the age, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been thinking of getting a new chair for me. The chair I got is like 25 years leather.
Yeah.
Holds up good, stained and whatnot. You just can't wash it. I mean, I've tried with leather things like that, and it's made it look worse. And that chair, the ottoman that goes with that chair, I tend to the kids use it as a table while they're watching liver. I don't know, table.
Yeah, maybe you need to use some saddle soap on it, mate.
Yeah, I've done about everything I could. I had some leather cleaner, automotive leather cleaner. I tried some brown shoe polish dye stuff.
Yeah.
But it's just, you know, your hands are at the armrests and a little spot where your head sits here and there.
Yeah.
Tell if somebody leads left or right. There's two spots. They just won't come out. I got a little throw blanket over the top of it so you can't look at it as soon as you walk in the door.
Hey, that's the same job, mate.
Yeah, might be time. It's still comfortable, and it isn't torn at all. So it's no worse for.
Well worth hanging on to.
Yeah, I'll give it to my daughter and go shopping here in the next month or so. Or something. The couch is about 10 years. It's starting to get a divot in it where everyone tends to sit on the left end. For some reason.
I squeaked my straw in your ears. Sorry about that. $25,000. But we're not up there yet. We are climbing 1,000 feet a minute, pretty slow, but I don't think we were that heavy. $135.8, zero fuel weight.
Well, I kept that approach I showed you guys. I haven't changed it yet.
Okay.
I'm thinking about going straight from Rushmore to the initial approach phase, which would help me get down around Rushmore. I might have a chance to actually see it instead of be up at altitude.
Yep, I didn't test this, so I don't have any idea.
I didn't check the weather over Rushmore. Looks pretty clear in front of us as we get out of this little storm. Yeah, looks,
I might have half a chance to land it. I'm only going to be at about 9,000 feet. So.
Yeah, I might. Let me check my legs here.
Hey, Jimmy, are you in
12?
You in the iFly or PMDG?
I'm in PMDG. I was going to fly the iFly, but after the update yesterday, my the FMC and the EFB aren't talking anymore. And I saw a post that some people are saying that it's the Windows Defender doing that.
Okay. No, you said you were in the birthday one. Where the heck did you get that from for the PMDG?
I got it in the OC3.
Oh, it's actually in there, is it?
I think so. I'm pretty sure that's where I got it.
I didn't have the birthday one. I don't think.
No, I hadn't seen it in there either, to be honest.
It's the Southwest. forget what they call it now. It's the Southwest flag one, U.S. flag paint. The 1776 livery is the iFly.
That's what I think. I thought you had the 1776 for the PMDG. No, that makes sense. Yeah, the other one is definitely in OC3. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm flying. Yeah. Because I don't know. I did some research, but I ran out of time to try to attempt it today. Especially with that extra waypoint in there, I thought I'd go mess with it tomorrow and see if I. People are saying you got to go into Defender and allow iFly folders and stuff, and well, I just don't have time to, Yeah,
I haven't tested it, so I haven't been in it since that whichever updates. There's been so many of them lately.
Yeah, this last one was a memory leak when you had the weather turned on, but and the update went fine. The plane loaded fine. It did take a little while, and they tell you that because they're rebuilding the WASP folder, but something in doing that and broke my Simbri import into the FMC.
Oh, okay. I might stay away from it till another update comes out.
Well, I just went to the Windows security. It's already got, you look in there, it's got the Phoenix, it's got the PMDG, it's got other stuff in there too. And I just added that iFly folder, but then we took off for lunch, and then I got back, got crunch time because I'm streaming today, and I thought, well, rather than trying to test stuff right before this flight, I'm just going to fly this one.
I'd have to check, but I think I've got the community folder and the other one in there as well, so that everything's.
That's probably a great idea right there.
Yeah. I'd have to look, but I'm pretty sure I put the community folder in the other bit of stuff where we hide stuff. So.
Yeah. I probably should do that. That's a good idea.
Makes it easier than trying to do it for other things.
Let's see, where are we?
Sitting in some hot weather down there, Jimmy?
Yeah, the temperature's only 85, but humidity is real high. The humidity's 83%, so it makes it feel like, let's see, this weather says 96. So it feels really hot.
You would have enjoyed it yesterday morning down here then. When I got up, it was 0.5 C.
0.5 C.
You running about 55 now or 60?
No, that's just about freezing, mate.
That's around 30, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, but today.
Oh, today, what are we at the
60.
moment? 65 where I'm sitting right now. But yeah, no, she was a bit chilly yesterday morning.
I saw Captain Jack flying over some of the memorials from this latest update, and they flew over the Crazy Horse Memorial, and it was just black. The texture was just black.
It's got a lot of things that's one step forward, three steps back, isn't it?
Yeah, and they flew over Devil's Tower. Looked awful. The textures on it looked like a cartoon.
What I had to do the other day flying GA, so I had to shut off photogrammetry because the trees, they looked like it was a grass strip, middle of the trees, and the trees looked like waterfalls.
Yeah, so I had
just a green wall on both sides of the runway, and when I jumped out and shut off photogrammetry, and it actually gave me a little more space on both sides of the runway.
Yeah, I've had that. I've like melted looking buildings and stuff, so I don't know if he had that on or not, but I turned that off a while back. I just got tired of it. Photogrammetry, I turned it off. It's a waste.
It's really weird. I mean, I've got it on. I've always got it on. I don't think I've ever seen the melted building thing.
It works for a lot of people, but it doesn't work
tell a
for
lie.
me.
I've seen it once when I was using the drone around at New Brisbane Airport, and there was a couple of spots in that was a bit melty, but apart from that, I've not seen it. So maybe I'm just one of the lucky ones.
Yeah, if you search that, it looks like kind of like a 50-50 deal. About half the people have good, half have bad experiences with it. I don't know what causes that.
It's got to be a photogrammetry airport that you're flying over. To make it look really different. The Chicago and the ones that I will say I didn't have the problem as much in 2020 because I would pre-cache the scenery area that I knew like that, download the scenery in the highest detail that's available.
Yeah.
That cache, even in 2024, the cache does work, but it's designed for you to be flying a specific. If you're not flying in a specific region at the time, the cache is somewhat working. Because it only caches what's going to be in front of you or what you just went by. Keep it in there. So if you're returning, let's say if you want to always, fly around Auckland, then it would cache it. So every time if you're just flying in and out of Auckland with some local flights, then it would load better.
We are now cruising.
But I mean, if you leave the area and go up to Aussie and then come back down, then it would be over it.
Some of our popular items like the delicious cheese platter and refreshing fruit juices.
And have to reload.
After service. Don't forget to check out selected items from the Braniff shop.
I'm quite happy with what mine does.
For flying with us.
People saw it, they'd probably pick holes in it. I'm happy with it. And realistically, that's all that matters.
That's right.
Tell you what, Jimmy, there's more people taking a bite at my little 30-legger than I thought there would be.
Man, I have Discord notifications on, and I have it on my phone, and it's just constantly going off, and I look at it, and it's almost always that tour.
Yeah, it's gone off. Oh, it's probably me bloody haunting you. Although the Mad Jock's done a few as well.
Yeah, he's done quite a bit, and then he was flying that Midwester, and he DM'd me yesterday and notified me of a mistake in there. I've got a typo or something on a airport that doesn't exist, so I've got to take a look at that tomorrow, see if I can fix it.
Yeah, I had to fix one in this that I'd gone dyslexic on, into Rome. Instead of having LTFM, I had LFTM, which is, of course, non-existent.
Yeah, it's easy to do when you're sitting there doing them, just doing them one after another. It's easy to do.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I looked at the next leg to see if I had the same typo in there. I did, so.
But he's happy about that thing with the difference too. He messaged me back again, goes, yeah, no, it's all good. He goes, just haven't done one that bad for a while. I was, nah, don't worry, we all do them.
Yeah,
but his actual landing was like 1500.
Yeah,
he could have cracked it through. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, he's cool. So.
All right, good.
And so it was only half a jest. I hope he's not another Greek.
I had a bad landing on Thursday Night Flight Club in the DCA on the river, where I was just too high, and the airplane, I had it on real time, so it was at night, and so I let the plane do it. Plane didn't do it very well, and so I cut everything off, and it's pretty unstable, and I think my landing was something like 500, but for some reason the ACARS, I don't remember what it had, like 185 or something, but it wasn't nowhere near that. It was a lot worse than that. Now I might have saved it right at the end, just to make the FPS good, but it was a terrible landing, terrible approach.
Yeah.
I've flown that River Visual a number of times to runway 19,
right?
But not letting the autopilot do it. Flying it like you really should fly it. And I should have, even though it was night, I should have done that anyway, because it has the lights. You can tell where you need to turn.
Yeah.
Folks, we're out over Iowa. We'll be heading up into the southern side of South Dakota as we head over to Rapid City. My wife's from South Dakota. We'll be flying right over Sioux Falls. I think she used to live there for a while. All right, I'm gonna go. Nobody watching. I'm a novice streamer. Got quite a few videos up there, but I don't have many followers and hardly ever anybody in the chat. Of course, today's a holiday, but maybe one of these days, if I keep doing this, I'll start getting some folks following. It'd be awesome. All right, I'm going to go and get me something to drink. I'll turn on some music in a wing view. Or maybe you'd rather have I don't know. Back in a minute.
Roger.
Hello, hello, here we are. Here we are. Flying over Iowa. So it just hadn't reloaded. I thought Graham was passing me there, so. What screenshot did I have here? No. I'll add that screenshot in there to Atlanta. My wife took me, I believe Lamar's here, where she took me one time. And they had the greatest ice cream shop ever there. Awesome place to go get you an ice cream if you're ever up there. Let's see, this is, oh, not put it in the right. Run chase plane, which my views seem to be very strange for some reason. What I was going to do is I was going to go do route data and do a wind request, because I forgot to do that earlier. You see this point right here, that's the latitude, longitude over Mt Rushmore. That's why you see that in there. And here comes our winds. We'll load those. And we'll execute that. I did unmute my mic. I did. Thank you. And forecast uplink ready, so you go to descent, forecast, load it, and execute that. We go our progress page. See, we got 344 miles to the top of this dent. Like I said, it's a longer flight than normal. Now, what's going on with my view? Why are they looking weird? Chase plane. Camera. ECAS. That's not ECAS. Let's do this. Well, that's not really what I want. I really want to look down further like this. That's a little better. Oh, let's rename that to FMS. How about that? That. Okay, radio panel. That's okay. Bottles, I don't need that panel. Overhead we don't need VFD. We can see that just fine. Delete U, delete. VFD is fine. But what I'd rather have the FMS is number 1. And then VFB and the overhead. Actually, the overhead upper, really, I can tell this to not skip when cycling views. However, whenever I do this, it never works, but I'll try it. Then we need the radio panel. Maybe that'll Maybe that'll fix that. Let's try it. So, got that, got that, got that. Nope, see it. Still keeps that view in there. And so the upper I can always get to it. You know, I don't really need a view of that. So let's work on that a little bit more. So overhead upper view, and let's just delete it. I can always put it back in there sometime if I want it. And the jump seat I don't need because I can move back there. If it would skip it, Smart view, you know, I don't know about that. I don't know how to use that. So let's see what we got now. So we got the FMC, the EFB, the overhead, and the radio. That's all we need. We don't need any of that other stuff. Probably, you know, edit some of these views, but you want that one, you want that one, you want that one, and that one, and then, well, so there's 6 of them. Well, there's more than that, isn't there? Yeah, there's more than that. So that view, you know, that view, not really needed. But I'm going to leave it for now. Let's take a look at our, let's see, where are we? We are, so we're going to fly. We're in Iowa. We're going to just catch the corner of Minnesota before we move our way into South Dakota over Sioux Falls. Then we'll come on over here. I think I said before that right there, Mt Rushmore. I don't know whether we can see it or not, but we are hoping that we will be able to see it. So take a look here. I know it says not used, but the winds have changed. They were variable, so we're going to keep that runway because it kind of fits into what I'm doing here. Mt Rushmore is right here, so here we are. We'll make this turn to the north, and then we'll fly heading here. Fly heading, and then we'll turn back onto this is an RNAV approach here. So that's how we're going to fly that. What we could do, we got so much time on our hands right now, is we could look at this and look at this, and it's 144 degrees, so we could change our courses. To what did I say it was? 144? Let's just do that. $144, so that's our course. We could put our baro in, it's 3441. We can do it now. Doesn't hurt anything, it's way ahead of time. Setting it that high of a baro is really hard, so I will set the radio to 250. Oh, what did I do? Pressed that and I didn't mean to. Okay, there's 180. Whoops. See it. If you go to turn it too much, it just skips on you. Excuse me, I sneezed right in your ears. Sorry. Gosh, that came out. Wasn't even expecting. What'd I say? 250. Gosh, this is being really hard to do. Here, sneezing and passing it, going back to it. Nuts. Okay, 250. That's good. We'll do our landing performance later. No sense in doing it right now. No sense in doing it right now. We'll take a look down there and see if we can see Sioux Falls when we go by there. We'll get pretty close to it.
Well, there's a thing, boys. Majestic say that their Dash 8 for 2020 and 24 is progressing well. 6 years in. Nice.
Yeah, they've been working on that for a long time.
Yeah.
It'd be a cool airplane to have. I've flown on quite a few of them.
Apparently it was a good thing in P3D and that, but
Yeah, I had it. It was a good plane. Yeah, I flew when I was in Egypt. We flew on them several times, and in Vietnam I flew on them several times.
the 2028 version before they get it done by the sound of it though.
Yeah, they're probably short-handed, you know.
At that length of time, it's almost like it's a one-man show, eh?
Yeah, it seems that way, and it might be. Just line her heading up there a little bit while we're flying along here. I'm able to turn the fasten seatbelt off, but you're free to walk about the cabin. This rose fire overhead is really a neat thing.
Oh, hey there, everyone. The captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign, so you're now free to move about the cabin. Just a gentle reminder to be mindful of your belongings and enjoy your flight.
Hopefully you could hear that. I turned this fasten seatbelt signs off, and Sand Finch's cabin crew came on and said, "Oh, like the captain finally turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. You're now free to move about the cabin." The only thing about this rose fire overhead is when after you're done flying, you gotta, if I don't normally go and shut the airplane completely down when I'm, finished flying. So before your next flight, you need to get all the switches of your panel back, to cold and dark, if that's where you're starting. Make sure all the switches are right before you're getting us in. Not a big deal. It just takes about 30 seconds, if that long. I'll get another camera in here so I can show it. I think I got a GoPro camera upstairs that I could set up and show the overhead. And I'll do a walk around my setup here. It's not anything fantastic. I got triple monitors, but when I'm streaming, I can only use one monitor to stream with. But it's pretty immersive when you're flying with 3 monitors. It's pretty cool. My monitors aren't that great. At one time they were, but I got MSI Optics AG32s, and they're only 1080p. So DLSS doesn't work for me. It's just too blurry. I think it works pretty good if you got a 2 or 4K monitor. And at some point I'm going to have to look at upgrading my monitor, but I get by just fine with what I've got right now. I use TAA and FrameGen. Although when I was at the expo, I saw those 4K monitors, and I sat in several of them, and I noticeably a lot better than what mine is, a lot better. So that's something in my future, is upgraded monitors. And do I go with, I guess I'd stay with the triple screens. It's
starting to get a bit cloudy out there.
Pretty handy. Yeah, seems that way. Getting cloudy.
I've got pretty clear skies in front of me. A few patches, but pretty clear.
Anyway, I don't know. I got to think about my future streaming and flight simming both.
A pretty solid wall in front of me.
Streaming, you have to have a monitor, for your streaming software on. A lot of the developers, or I shouldn't say developers, I guess different exhibitors at the expo had those real wide curved monitors, and I don't know what the resolution of them was, but they were really wide curved monitors. That I just don't see that working for me, because I wouldn't have any place to put my monitor for my streaming software, which I have to have handy for me to manipulate volumes and views and that sort of thing. Now, I heard somebody talking on a stream the other day that they use an OBS remote or something like that for a Android tablet or something to manipulate their OBS, and I saw that app, and I installed it on my tablet, but I haven't tried it. So that might be, something to think about. Okay, we're 139 miles from Vivid, and the next waypoint after that is going to be the Mt Rushmore. We're making our way across there pretty quickly, I think. We're in South Dakota. We've actually just passed Sioux Falls. Missed it. We'll fly nearly all the way across South Dakota, and then we're going here to Rapid City. Turn some music. Then I'll be back. So that was the first time I've ever shared a SimBrief flight plan. I'm guessing that worked out for y'all okay? No, neither one of you said anything about it.
No, I just pulled it in last night and did it as a saved plan and then brought it back up this morning.
I looked at it last night, clicked on it, and of course it opened SimBrief. And then I went down and copied the flight plan, pasted it into ACAR's flight plan.
Okay.
Just so that text.
In Discord, it puts a heck of a long link in there, but no way I couldn't figure out how to get rid of that link. Or
yeah,
it put a little box, down at the bottom because I had the regular flight, the flight simulator plan, and then the little NavMap plan, and then it puts a little box for the SimBrief plan. I thought, okay, now that it put that box in there, maybe I could delete that big long link out. But when you delete that big long link out, it takes the little box away.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew that there was going to be the possibility of runway changes. So
I did too, and I figured, heck, if we had to fly all the way around the airport, you could make a flight plan, get you back, the other way, but...
Yeah, that's all I've done. I've left it at 32 and I'll just go up and around and back down. It's only 20 miles, so...
Yeah,
no big deal.
I was trying to figure out how to do that far ahead of time, but I thought, you could work out your landing, if for some reason it doesn't work out, as long as it had that waypoint in there, so we might be able to see Mount Rushmore. Maybe not, I don't know.
I think we might start turning a little bit before we get there. Thought, and I'll be down at, now that I'm going straight from Rushmore to Yavuk on the approach, which is a 7-mile approach.
Yeah, maybe I should have picked a latitude and longitude that was further south. I don't know. It's the first time I've ever tried that, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, why not? I've already flown around Rushmore and GA. I don't know if I've done it inside of 24. What I have noticed between 2020 and 2024 is in my GA, the wind really tends to have a greater effect for my light aircraft.
Okay.
A lot more fishtailing down or like that. Especially the tail wheels. To bring that tail up, you gotta hold on.
Yeah, for sure. I saw that flyby yesterday of the Crazy Horse Memorial in the Black Hills, South Dakota on Captain Jack Flightsim channel. It was just black, though. It was pretty disappointing.
It might have been on the shadow side. Depends. I've seen it.
Yeah, on his, it had no texture on it. It was just black.
Right.
It had the right shape. I've been there before.
Yeah, there's Crazy Horse and there's one other beside Rushmore.
There is another one. What is that? I don't know what progress they've made on it, but when I was there, his face was all done, and he's got his arm out with his finger pointing, and his hand was, well, probably, I don't know, 50% done, I guess, when we went up there and looked at it. A cool museum there. Has some of his, has his headset or whatever you call that they wear on their head, and had a shirt that he wore. It was all kind of made out of beads and stuff. It was really cool. And you know, having you said that, and me thinking about his video, where the Devil's Tower was a really bad textures on it, maybe been something to do with his setup. I may get in a GA plane and fly around there and see what mine looks like. I've been to Devil's Tower too.
Yeah, Devil's Tower, Shiprock, one kind of.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I was cross country driving when I got to go see that stuff.
Yeah, we went and seen it all. Like I said, my wife's from South Dakota, and she took me up there. We went all around all kinds of places up there. And saw the Black Hills, Mt Rushmore, Crazy Horse.
First time I saw Statue of Liberty was at a park on the Jersey side in a semi-truck with no trailer. Driving. Dropped the load off. Had to wait like 36 hours before I could drive again.
That's cool. So the only time I've seen it was back when I was racing and we were flying into Newark. We were racing at Pocono, Pennsylvania, and we flew. I was just happened to be sitting on a window seat on the left side of the plane, and we flew and made a turn wing down just where around it, where I could get a real good look at it.
Speaking of your missus, how's she coming along, mate?
You do pretty well now. Doing pretty well now.
Yeah.
She still has a little bit of trouble getting around a little bit. Her hip has bursitis in it, and she's going to a therapist here on the island a couple of times a week, and it's getting better all the time.
Oh, that's good. Glad to hear that, mate.
Fly over the Missouri River here.
Indeed.
Missouri River out there. Missouri River there. $116 miles to the top of descent, folks. So we're getting close. Getting close. Like I say, this is a little longer flight than I normally do on these group flights. And by just my streams, I try to keep them short.
It's a size bridge over it.
Yeah, let me see if I can see the bridge. Oh, there's the bridge.
Should be down to your left.
Yeah, I just actually flew right over it. Two bridges there, looks like.
Oh, I think the other one's a river or something, isn't it? Or a creek or something. It's a weird looking thing, the other one. I'm just looking at it, I've got the... It looks like a creek that runs into the river.
Oh, okay, okay.
He's a real twisty and turny thing.
Hey folks, 130 miles, top of descent. Happy 4th of July. I've already been hearing some fireworks at night when I'm in bed. I'll hear a bunch tonight.
On descent.
Roger that.
I was nearly going to download the thing in the TO for this place we're going to. Then I looked at it 5 years old. Went nah.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
So she would have been a 220 thing, even if it had been converted.
Right. Well, folks, let's see. Let's just see. Look at our approach here. Well, we can go down to 4,900. We could dial that in now. We could dial that in now. $4,900's in. Sinker heading. We got the 250 set or radio altimeter. That's just too big of a barrow to put in there. You're just sitting there turning forever. I don't even know if it'd go that high. I guess it'd go that high. MSA 8400 all around. Well, let's see, when we land, we'll land right here on 14. Hangar, fire station, terminal. Taxi. Doesn't have any documentation for parking space. See what we can see on the Navigraph map. Okay. There's the terminal, so we'll be going there. We'll probably land, turn off here or here, pull right into the terminal there. Be awesome. Be awesome. All right. Just waiting to get there. Be right back. To go, folks. 53, 52. We're getting there. Let's see, something we could do here is we'll do a flaps 40 land and put that in there. Heading to Rapid City on the 4th of July. Here we go. I fly on Thursday nights with the Thursday Night Flight Club. You see that top right-hand corner there, or see their logo come across there. Flew into DCA on the River Visual 19 approach, had a terrible landing. See if I can make up for it today. See if I can make up for it today. The possibility. Although it might be just a slight possibility. Did I mention that I'm not a real pilot? I'm a real fake pilot. I hear that on B1 Simulation stream all the time. They kid him about being a real fake pilot. Saw him at the Flight Sim Expo. I met a lot of the I guess you'd call them mainstream streamers. I don't know what to call them. Some of the top streamers, XP72, PSD Flight Deck, Owls, Blue, B1 Simulation. I saw Kyle at Captain Canada. Didn't talk to him, but I saw him. I was there for the entire 3 days. We got there on Thursday afternoon and we left on Monday. I think next year it's in Vegas. Now, I may stay in Vegas for 3 days, but I'll probably do the expo maybe 1 or 2 days next year. I don't know. Sometimes they have a seminar. Like this year, they had a Sunday seminar that I wanted to go to. It kind of had to do with some of the social media rants and raves and bad people, social media, and stuff like that. I was interested to see what they had to say. It was kind of interesting. You have to have, I don't have anybody in my chat, but you have to have bots to, screen out hackers. Hackers is just ridiculous. Between that and spam calls on my cell phone, I must have 200 or 300 phone numbers blocked in my cell phone because I'm sick and tired of people calling. Half the time it's just a voice, recorded voice or whatever. I get sick and tired of it. 23 miles. Sarge, he descended a lot earlier than we are. I hope we get down. We're 76 miles from the monument, from Mt Rushmore. So, this is the first time I've tried to do this, especially on certainly the first time I've tried to do it in a stream, and the first time I've tried to do it on a multiplayer flight, but something we do annually every Saturday. But I'll learn something from this for the future, make it better. There's Thursday Night Flight Club up there. That's run by Bravo 737. You could search them. I can put it in the chat. There's Bravo 737. Here they are. I met this guy, become friends with him. We hung out at the expo as well. His name is Tony. And he's a marketing guy. You can kind of tell by his website. It's pretty cool website. Thursday Night Flight Club. Photos from the expo. He does his own liveries. He brought me a shirt, which is really super nice of him. I got this one, I believe. Oh, that's a mouse pad. I didn't know he had mouse pad. So he is friends with the pilot.
Have you missed Todd, Jimmy?
No, I'm at it right now.
Okay, I was just wondering because I'm already on the way down.
Oh, okay. Anyway, he does custom liveries, which is pretty cool.
Remember, Jimmy has a longer flight than we do.
Yeah, true.
Anyway, go check out his site.
He said he was still at 38. I was down at 32 already. Just had to make sure he wasn't having a little nap.
Hey, that's always possible.
What's your altitude over Rushmore, Jimmy? On your legs page?
17,000.
Oh yeah, I'm at 7,500, 7,400 at Rushmore.
But let me know if you can see it. I'm gonna keep still look anyway.
I thought about typing in like 5,000 into that slot. See if the airplane will get me there. Still got 30 miles to go.
Yeah, I should have paid more attention to that. I should have put a different altitude in there and started my descent earlier.
I just typed in 5,000.
Go grab me a drink while we're going here, folks. Looks like that we may be too high to see Mount Rushmore. I don't know. We'll see. I'm much higher than those guys, both of them. All right, be right back. What would happen if I flew heading. Almost. The sim was not being very nice. Come on, sim, stay with me.
I went ahead in select mode just to kind of stretch this turnout.
Yeah, I did too.
Did you do anything?
I'm still in heading select mode. The turn was just about to start, so I just beat it. And I don't see that.
Oh, my sim is really not good.
I think I got an idea where it is, but not on it. Start returning to the mountain.
I didn't see it.
I was at flaps 2, going slow over here. I didn't see it.
I didn't see it either. Darn, folks, we didn't see it. I was hoping to see it. I'll have to get a GA plane and go fly over. Why is my screen so bad? I mean, not my screen, my simulator. Well, that's disappointing. I was hoping we can see it. I'll do a stream in the next couple of days. I'll get the GA plane. I'll fly over there and do it. Darn it. Well, it was a good idea anyway. We seem high, but the airport's at 3,000 feet. We're about 1,200 feet or 12,000 feet above the ground. We'll hold this heading till we get up there toward Suve, and then we'll turn back toward the runway. Suve. Continuing to descend, trying to get up here to Suve, our initial approach fix. Let's get some speed brakes in. Need to be at about 8,000 in Suve, so got to get slowed down here 10 or before 10,000 at 250. Assuming I can get it slowed down here. Yeah, we're getting there. Pretty country up here. I've been all around up here. I don't know why our speed is, well, I do know why it's doing that, so I'm going to be speeder eventually. Let's get to 240. 240. It's a discontinuity that's doing that. Get our landing lights on. Like I said, my rose fire is set up for the LED lights, not the old one. We'll do that. And our seatbelt's on. I think we're set up everywhere else. Everything else is set up.
Ladies and gentlemen, please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts.
So
the
let's
captain
go
has
to
illuminated the
a
fasten seatbelt sign.
Here we go. Yeah, we're making our way to Stuve. Turn our range down. Let's go. Speeder intervention off. Like I said, we need to be around 8,000 feet at the Stuve. We've got 7.5 miles to go. We've got about 1,800 feet to lose.
Copy, Captain. I will ensure the crew checks that everyone is seated and has fastened their seatbelts. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now on our final approach into Rapid City. Please turn off all electronic devices and stow them until we arrive at the gate. Kindly put your tray tables away and ensure your seats are in a full upright position. Make sure your seat belts are fastened. The weather in Rapid City is currently 31 degrees with clear skies. Our assigned gate is not yet available, but we will keep you updated. Thank you for your cooperation and for flying with Braniff.
Somehow I'm stuck on the runway in camp.
That's all right. One of us will nudge you out of the way.
We're just about to make that turn. Get the terrain off. Just zone into Rapid City. I can see the airfield out right here. I think that's it. Straight shot from here.
Clear.
Roger. Houghton is 6,900 above. We're at 72, so
No, apparently I
we're meeting
activated
that.
the parking brake.
Yeah, I can't park there, fella.
Well, the binding didn't work, right? Couldn't unlock it. Took a second. Keep pounding on my pedal.
I see Graham over there. He's landing the other way, I think. Hopefully we can get in there.
Yeah, I've had a poke around down there. I don't see nothing either.
Yeah, okay. I'm flying over Ellsworth Air Force Base, pretty famous place.
Where's that traffic? This place is full of airplanes.
You got something on. Let's arm the speed brakes, or the spoilers, say. Let's arm the approach mode.
Go into global rendering and
Let's start getting
parked aircraft quantity and turn that off.
some flaps in here.
Parked aircraft variety?
Quantity. Quantity.
Oh.
Turn that off, should get rid of it, mate.
Dial in 140 on our speed. Oh, my Tim.
That's Sturgis, Jimmy. Is that where they have the big motorbike meet?
It is. It is.
Okay, yep.
We're
I'll be hearing of that.
way fast.
Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain.
I'm gonna turn
Too low,
the
terrain. Too
auto
low,
throttle
terrain.
off.
Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain.
And the
Too low,
autopilot
terrain.
off.
Approaching runway 14.
Sink rate.
Caution, caution.
Sink rate. Sink rate.
Ooh.
Sink rate.
Stuttering is a killer. Just a killer.
10.
Somebody's sitting on the runway in front of me. All right. Well, in spite of the stuttering, we made it. Not very good, but
Ladies and gentlemen,
gosh, I gotta get to
welcome
the
to
bottom of
Rapid
that.
City. Did you know that Rapid City is known as the gateway to the Black Hills?
Bottom of that.
It's a fantastic spot for outdoor adventures and home to the famous Mt Rushmore. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until we reach our final parking position. On behalf of your flight crew,
Landing lights off.
thank you for flying with Braniff. The local time is 5:08 p.m. If you have a connecting
Start
flight, please listen
APU.
carefully. Flight 232 to
Off.
Denver departs at 6:15
Head
p.m.
light.
from Gate A.
Oh,
Flight
head
350 to
light on.
Minneapolis departs at 6:30 p.m. from Gate B. Thank you for your attention.
That was terrible. 5:35. I see the Sarge over there. We'll get over here and park by him. Yeah, I guess that's the closest one, or the next one to him. So, taxi lights off. Get the APU gens on the bus. Let's get the rolling here.
Let's go, Jimmy. I want a hot dog. Let's go.
I hear you.
Chili cheese actually sounds good.
There you go. Gosh,
oh yeah, you're dragging a cable.
Oh.
Got you dragging a power cable and chocks.
He's going for a quick stop.
Yeah.
We'll call that it. Yeah, I can see it's slow loading. It's got to be, must be my internet. So let's see, we're on APU. Cut the engines. Like I said, I got to get out of here. Got to go to a pool party. So, thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Remember, happy flying.